Welcome everyone. Today we're going to start those challenges which called Bandit. Those are challenges in OverTheWire. So they're basically used to increase your skills in terminal management and how to do some tricks in terminal that will help you in the other hacking stuff. So the first level, level 0, is just a challenge for you to connect to the server. So it gives you this server here, the port which you're going to use with SSH to connect with, the username and the password, Bandit 0 and Bandit 0. So we're going to copy the server name, go here, SSH Bandit 0 and -p for the port number and click enter. Then I'm going to put the password Bandit 0 and I'm connected. So the next thing I'm going to do, and it should be the first thing that you do every time you get into a box of those Bandit boxes, you're going to need to write ls to view the files and read. And as you can see here, we have a file called readme. We're going to read it because they asked us for that. So the content of this file is a hash. Normally in those challenges, when you see a hash, it will mostly be the password for the next level. So we're going to copy it, exit from this SSH connection and start another connection, change Bandit 0 to Bandit 1 to go for the user of the next level, and put the password here and do good. So I already have done this challenge, so I put the password here with the Bandit username just to, maybe I will go back to it later, so I'll need this password. As always, we're going to put ls and to view the files. We can see here that we have a file called dash. So the trick here is that if you put a dash after the comment cat, it's going to be considered an option, not a file name. So what you have to do is to write cat, and to refer to this dash as a file name, you're going to need dot and slash. Here the dot means the current directory. If we do pwd, it gives us the path to the current directory. So basically the dot replaces with the Bandit 1, okay, and then the dot follows it the slash, and it will simply be appended to the current directory path. So it's going to be home Bandit 1 slash, and you're going to need to put the file name after it, like file.txt. In this case it will be dash. So to read this file, I'm going to do in the current directory the file which is called dash read it, and we have this content of the file. So I'm going to add it, okay, Bandit 2. So copying this file here, exit from this SSH connection and start another one with the new username Bandit 2. Put the password here and we're connected. So ls is always, and as you can see here, spaces in this file name. Normally you may think that those are 4 files, but those are actually just one file. So with ls-l, you're gonna find just one row, which means that this is a single file. How to read it? If you just do spaces in this file name, the terminal will consider those as 4 files. So to make it think, or to make it know that this is a single file, you're going to need to put it in quotes. Make it single quotes or double quotes. So you can read it this way, and you can also read it this way, spaces and escape character, which will escape the space, and space, then escape again, which whenever you put a space, you're going to need to put a backslash before it. So this file name, and we'll read it. Let's exit from here, copy this, sorry, Bandit 3 and put it. So we're gonna just exit and SSH to the next level. Right. Good. So ls is always, and we're gonna need to enter this directory, see what's inside it. Nothing. We're actually doing ls-a will give us the hidden files and directories. As you can see here, there's a dot hidden. In Linux, every file that starts with a dot will be hidden from the BNC. So we can read it by just dot hidden, write the same name with the dot before it, and we can view the file. Of course, another way to do this is to just use the command find, and it will give us every directory and file inside the current working directory. So it doesn't skip the hidden files, it shows them. So this is the file and I can't read it. Good. Is there any other way? Let me think. Alright, that should be enough. Copying this password here, Bandit 4, and copy this wire, exit the next level. ls is always, and this time we're gonna need to put ls-l to view in that good format and -a to view the hidden files. As you can see here, you should always do this instead of just ls, because there may be hidden files anywhere. So ls-la, after entering this directory here, you can find those files, and it seems like their links is the same. So how can we know the file which contains the key to the next level? So viewing every file individually is not effective, because imagine having hundreds of files. How can you do it? So what I'm gonna do now is to use the command find, which, as we know, will list the files inside the current working directory, the files and the folders. To view only the files, you're gonna need to put dash and type, and after that F, which means file. So view only files will give the same, of course, except this dot, which means the current working directory, and -exec, which means execute a command for every found file. So the command that we're gonna execute is the command file. This command is used to show the type of a specific file. So we need to give it a file name. If we give this here, it will be translated to the current found file. So the command file will search. This is the first file. It will execute the command file on its name. So for the first case, it will be translated to this, like this. So, and we're gonna need to put this character here, semicolon, to end the command that will be executed for every found file, and to not make bash think that it is for it, to interrupt it or to execute it. We're gonna need to put a backslash before it to escape it. So enter here, and you can see that all the files are of type data, which means that they're byte encoded. If we catch one of those, it will give us some unknown data, which is hard, not human readable at all. So this is the only file that is human readable, which, but I mean, it's ASCII text, of course. Reading it, I forgot the dot. I feel like the server will just drop my connection. Alright, so this is the key for the next level. I'm gonna put it here, and it's 5. So copying this password here, exit from this. SSH, make it Bandit 5 if I'm not wrong. Yeah. So we're gonna need the description for this level. The password for the next level is stored in a file somewhere under the in here directory and has all of the following properties: human readable, 1033 bytes in size, and not executable. So to search for this file, we're gonna use the command find, this one. So first of all, it should be a file. We already explained this. For the size, it should be 133, and to present bytes, you should put C. So those are the files with 133 bytes, and their files of the type files. So this is the only file it's reading, and here we go. This is the password. So I'm just gonna put it here, Bandit 6. One thing I forgot to mention is that it actually tells you to find human readable and not executable. Well, we found that without those, but just for education, I'm gonna show you how you can do it. So the first thing and the easiest is to find a file that is not executable. Normally, to find an executable file, you should include the option -executable, right? To make the inverse or the opposite, you're gonna need to include a what this character is called, I forgot. Anyways, so you're gonna put this character before it, and it's gonna just find the files which are not executable. Click enter, and here's your file. So to make it find only the files which are human readable, we're gonna add -execute and file, so to give us the type of every file found. And as you can see, it gives you ASCII. So imagine that there are a lot of files with those properties, and we just want to find the files which are human readable. So I'm gonna pipe this to pass the output of this command, which is this, to the command egrep, which will find the regular expression that we're gonna input to it. So we're gonna say that it should only give us the lines which contain the word text. So as you can see, it gives us this one here, and we can just read it, and it gives us the password.